Hey, what is good, everyone? Fury here. We are back with some more Grand Blue verses. Of course, we are. Today we have got Omito. Someone requested it in the comments, and fuck, am I doing? Not watching Omito matches. Obviously playing Narmaya. She's got a sword. It all makes sense. Versus Superb Steven, which is just such a sick name. Playing as Lance. So we'll just get straight into this one. Obviously, it goes without fucking saying, Narmaya and Johnny are very different characters. But Omito, the Guilty Gear legend himself, is known for his very fundamental play of Johnny. And, Johnny may be overwhelmingly good in a lot of situations, but the way he plays him is very fundamental. So I can see it translating, even though the characters aren't really similar. I mean, there's only so much one can do about this. Right, let's get into analysing this shit. Right. So, Fireball. Lancelot's Fireball. It's a very good Fireball. It's a slow Fireball. Narmaya is okay versus Fireballs. Slash deals with them really well. Slash is a huge risk, right? Talk about it every time fucking Narmaya is on the screen. Doing her long slash is a huge risk. You roll it, you get basically a far H punish with every character. It sucks, but you have to use it. Lance is such a mobile character. Keeping him out and stopping him from doing these projectiles are kind of like two polar opposite goals in a lot of way. So it's going to be difficult to keep him away. But fuck it, it's difficult for everyone. What are you going to do? Right. This, yeah, it's difficult to react. Even though it's an EX close-up, he's got a lot of options to cancel from his buttons. So what was this from? What range button was it? So he gets up, close, 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 and then I believe he just cancels straight into it. So you can DP through it, you can mash through it, but you're preparing for a lot of options. You've got on your plate already. You've got wreckers, you've got other buttons, and you've got his teleport. They're his main go-tos, right? So there's a lot on your plate. So dealing with the really simple, obvious thing of him just doing an EX fireball in your face becomes a lot more difficult due to just the spread of options he's got. Takes his turn back sufficiently. Second wrecker. Obviously all these wreckers are minus, but you have to guess when you are going to press a button to take your turn back, because they're not punishable apart from the third one. The thing I would say is the most risky time to press a button is after the first one, because if the second counter hits you, he gets a conversion. Whereas if you press it on this one and he goes for the third, he just gets a knockdown, which is it's not that deep. You'll live. Doing a good job of pushing him off. Oh no. Yeah, I mean this we all know how good this is. Dodging it, if you're going to dodge it, you want to dodge it very close, but at that point you should be punishing anyway. It recovers so quickly. I mean, it's amazing he's got reactions like this in the first place, but dodging it, often he just comes out and punishes you. Now, he gets a counter hit here. I'm not sure if that was because of he pressed a button. Yeah, that looks like a button to me. Looks like he was starting to do close L. So he gets a counter hit. Going to get a straight knockdown. Weird corner interaction there where he just kind of walked out of the corner. But he was looked like... What? So he jumps over, right? And somehow takes the corner back. How strange. Even though it looked like he was holding back into the corner. Omito, classic Omito, just going for simple options, throw or not to throw. Taking his turn back once again. Now this move becomes obviously a lot safer, a lot better when it is blocked or hit. You can go straight into another option. So this becomes it's a good tool at this sort of range. But we saw the wall dive there. That's what you're scared of versus Lancelot. He has a lot of options to get out of the corner. He is the Rashid of this game. And that is one of his many options right there. Just gonna... Oh no, he actually doesn't keep the corner pressure. I wonder why. Is he just looking to get his fireball back? Is that what we're thinking here? I mean, maybe he could... Yeah, maybe just waiting for the fireball to come back is pretty safe, I guess. Manages to get an EX knockdown. The reversal once again. Man, just doing a very good job of keeping these options varied. Fuck. I just feel bad because this happens all the time. You go to punish and you just get slapped for it. Good DP, man, nice. And gets the side switch, brilliant. I think that actually made a button whiff there. Yeah, it did. So, Omito, that was interesting. So this matchup it feels as if Narmaya is kind of the defensive one. Lancelot is dictating the pace, as one would expect. But she has options to start punishing. And to start contesting with various ones of his options. Was this trying to frame trap? Maybe he thought he had a special he could cancel into, he didn't. Oh, wow. That's a cool option. That's a really cool option. So this uses the armor point to absorb the projectile and then goes into a DP. Now, even though Lance jumped, the DP whiffed and he actually recovered really quickly. So using that in vulnerability and quick recovery there, that's a really cool option. And he probably would have hit Lance if he started to run up real close as well. So that's cool. Just adding a little bit of complexity to that sort of normally kind of a given to Lance when he gets an EX projectile on the screen. That it's his turn, he gets to do what he likes. But giving it an extra layer there with the DP, going like, hey, you got some shit to think about, dude. It's not all just you. That helps for sure. Goes air to air. Man, it's a really good job of just mashing out of these Narmaya strings. She's a hard character to play, man. Like, her mix is not... She's not got that much mix, right? But these defensive options here. So, reacts to the teleport, immediately goes for the throw. You know, it's the normal teleport, so that it's very throwable. That means he just gets the corner positioning back. And I like this. He's playing a bit... Before, he was playing a little bit further out, like that sort of range. Now he's just staying in. Using that jump L, which is such an important tool versus Lancelot. Throwing a jump L out early to catch him from hitting the wall. Sometimes you even get a conversion from it. But it is very important to just like negate those off the wall options. Does get his overhead blocked, and man, Lance making a good read on this. Blocks the overhead, just jumps straight out, gets a cross up, and is going to get a conversion into the EX. Lunge, that's rough. Should reset into the fireball here. Yep. One overhead. Now backs off. Looks like we'll see what he does when he gets the fireball back, if it's like quite an instant use. Oh, but Omito just using this as an opportunity to move in. And like this makes sense on some levels. But the whole thing of obviously with Lancelot is like, alright, cool, you know I'm waiting for the fireball to come back, but I have got this EX lunge that can hit you running it. So there's a mix there. He's just trying his hardest to contain Lance in the corner, but just really difficult to do. It's a struggle. And that was what I was talking about. Slashing away those projectiles is a really cool option, but you just have to do it early to catch him either jumping or moving forward. If you do it late, yeah, he's just going to jump over it and punish you. He's going to roll. I mean, he could have rolled this as well, to be honest, but it's a good option. It's one you have to represent. Uses the EX slash as well to just frame trap and just keep him on the ground. Doesn't get much damage from it, but it's worth it for the corner positioning. I like this. Like, people don't do this stuff enough. I know it's still punishable, but using light DPs is an important thing to do. There are certain situations where it makes it really difficult for the opponent to actually punish you for doing a DP. So it is an important thing to have in your arsenal. Man, just gets a pure side swap. That's sick. That's going to do a lot of damage. I don't know if it'll kill. Just this... Oh, it does. Yeah, it's like Narmaya stuff scales pretty horribly, but I guess it wasn't too many hits. And Omito taking that first game there. Yeah, just trying to keep up with the pace of this match, it feels as if Omito is doing. But he's doing a good job. Seeing those things like jump L and slash to catch the fireball. It's a good choice. Wow, awesome. I love that. It's like really early button into the overhead. Well, it's not technically, but you know what I mean. And it punishes Lance trying to return with a button with the close M. So just using it as like a really delayed frame trap that's quite safe, which is awesome. Good fucking reactions, by the way. So jumping the fireball, I do this way too much. Jumping the fireball is like, it's fine. Lancelot can punish you for it, right? The mind game a lot of the time when jumping a Lance Fireball is basically, do I hit a button, do I not hit a button? Because if you don't hit a button, his conversions aren't as good because he's not getting a counter hit from his 2H. If you don't hit a button, obviously you're vulnerable to jumping and air throwing and things like that. So there's a bit of a mind game around it. It's very much in Lancelot's favour, but, you know, you can do some certain things to mix it up. This super jump into a button, I don't know if this was on reaction. It looked like it, right? It looked like it was on reaction, which is very cool. They reacted to Lance jumping up. EX slash just like a hair too high up to get that conversion. Just trying to zone him up. Make sure Lance doesn't run forward, which I really like, but yeah, the jump U makes that difficult. Good fucking defense. That was some sick defense and offense from Omito. He's not going to get anything from this. Maybe he can EX slash that. I'm not sure. I know some characters can punish it on whiff, but it's such a good option. Nice frame trap as well, but in the blender, damn. I really liked Omito's defense that last round. That was really cool. Being patient versus Lancelot means a lot. He does have good mix in the corner, you know, but block button deals with him quite handily mid-screen. Good anti-air. Jesus. He was ready for that. I can't believe it. I guess do you know what? I'm an idiot. Of course he's fucking ready for that. Because he's been going to jump L so many times when he trapped Lance in the corner. So getting this punish makes total sense to me. But still got this corner positioning. Oh man, you can only hold it for so long. It's so hard. But Omito's doing a good job of like just defending these situations. Blocks a double overhead. Whoa. Crazy. Just a bit too far out and he's going to get... He at least gets a hit. He doesn't get a full punish, but still. Wake up DP. Stop the momentum. Gets the side switch, but the reversal catching him once again. He had so many good techs. Yeah, it's going to happen. You tech that good for that long. It's a hard reflex gag your system is early teching. So, you know, that's a pretty normal thing to happen versus Lancelot. You can't let him take the piss. Sometimes you do have to just early tech to try and push him away. But I'm a big fan of overheading as a response. But he gets one of his own. That is going to be a grip of damage. Spending all the meter here. Absolutely every special is done. Nice. There we go. We saw it once again. Jump L. Early jump L versus Lancelot. Catches a counter hit of him going off the wall. And that is an important skill we all need to use versus the Lancelot army. Because that was a fucking perfect right there. And like that was a good read. We've seen Omito battling with that corner positioning. Nice. Air to air once again. Really happy to take that. I wonder if he's going air to air in these situations, in case Lancelot does like a... Well, I guess if he does jump you, he might not be able to like anti-air you, but he'd probably catch you with like a 2L trip guard or something like that, right? But still, I do like going air to air a bit, just mixing up the defensive options. Yeah, corner swap, of course. Ooh, big frame trap. He wasn't convinced in that frame trap though, he just kind of assumed that Omito was going to block it. So he cancels into the EX projectiles, not getting a big conversion. Love it. Love that jump out. It's still Lance's turn, but still. Yeah. We've all seen these situations before, I'm sure I've talked about them a million times. You are plus, the opponent knows you're plus, they are going to block. This is where you throw. Good stuff. Trying to reset. Alright. Let's have a look at that again. Teleport. There was so many. Alright. That's a hell of a frame, and he converts off it. Alright, man. You do you. I mean, that's how you deal with teleport, right? You hit them coming down. Like, well, you don't hit them coming down, you hit them landing. And if you've got a move that hits on both sides, fucking even better. Yeah, now that is an option I love against jumping Lance. fuck the guessing game. Jump back L. If you don't teleport, I'm going to hit you. If you do teleport, it doesn't matter. Just keeping the pressure on. Ah, man. This mix too good. Goes for the low. And that should kill, right? You can go into, yeah, straight into the super. Yeah, the teleport, the main thing I've learned from fighting against Lance is you just need to, you're looking to, that didn't kill. Alright, I'll shut the fuck up. And Omito takes it. Man, you think I'd realise that he was going to take it. Yeah, that's one of the things, a big takeaway I've got at the moment fighting against Lance is don't worry about fighting the teleport in the air or trying to anti-air it. You just want to stop him from pressing a button on the ground. You might get a counter hit, you might punish, but you want to make sure it's your turn. You can't let him just have a turn because he jumped at you. Obviously, the big mind game is, does he then just jump and do a normal attack? You know, we saw Omito dealing with it there at the end with jump back L. That was good. We saw some other buttons as well, which looked like they had like quite big hitboxes on them to hit both sides. That's also really useful if you've got a slow button that's got a lot of active frames. That can catch both options, but it is normally a guess. You know, you only have to make that correct read a couple of times for it to really pay off for you. But because you know Lance is such a scratchy character, you know, there's a little bit of damage mid screen, and that's from like really specific hits. If he does, you know, teleport into a low and you get caught by it, although the pressure sucks, it's not the end of the world. It's not a ton of damage. You just firm it and you block your way out. So I liked how Omito dealt with that, but it felt very much like the Lance had all of the control the entire time. It was Omito was fighting from against a person who was just had the momentum. So seeing someone deal with it so well is awesome. I want to watch a couple more of his matches for sure to see how he deals with a less extreme character that gets to dictate the pace that much. But yeah, that was awesome to watch. Anyway, hopefully the person that requested to watch a bit of Omito is satisfied. And yeah, have a great day and take care of yourself.